Hey guys, it's John. I'm back with another review. Now this time I'm doing a review on the Tier 9 German Heavy, the E75. Now this tank is a beast, alright? It's got the best frontal armor out of any Tier 9 Heavy in the game. 160 millimeters. It also has the most hit points out of any Tier 9 Heavy in the game at 1,800. So its armor is insanely good. The sides is 120 millimeters and the rear is also 120 millimeters. The front of the turret is 252 millimeters, the sides of the turret 160, and the rear is 160. So the armor is extremely thick pretty much everywhere. And if you angle this properly, you can bounce tons and tons of shots. I've bounced 20 shots in a game before because I had this hold down position so they couldn't get my lower plate, and I just wiggled and wiggled and wiggled and bounce, 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 bounce. I probably blocked 4,000 damage from just wiggling because his armor is so thick. And then with all these hit points, when they finally when they're finally able to penetrate you, it doesn't really matter because you have tons of hit points, so you can soak up a ton of damage. So it plays like a heavy. It's got great armor, lots of hit points. It's pretty slow, and it has this gun that's pretty huge too. It's got 128 millimeter that does 345 to 575, so an average of 460 damage, 307 penetration. The rate of fire is pretty slow, but you can use it. You can use it just fine. So this tank is a total beast. Let's go to the armor inspector and see how to effectively angle your armor. You don't want to sit flat like this because they'll just penetrate your lower plate or the cheeks around your gun mallet. So the first thing you want to do is angle your hole. So your hole's just about angled like this. That way your upper plate's extra thick, your lower plate's extra thick, and your side plate's extra thick. Now you need to turn your turret. So what you don't want to do is leave your turret flat on them like this because they'll just penetrate here. So after you fire, you will need to angle these spots right here because this is a weak spot where they'll be able to penetrate, and also your cupola is where they try to penetrate you. But what most of the time that happens when they try to penetrate your cupola is they hit the top of your turret right here, and since it's angled so thick, it automatically ricochets off unless they're accurate in the hit right here. So what you want to do is after you fire your gun, you want to wiggle back and forth just like this, or just keep, because if you leave your turret like this, they'll penetrate the side of your turret. If you leave it flat, so you just want to wiggle it so they try to penetrate the side, and then when they try to penetrate the side, you wiggle it and they bounce. Or when they try to penetrate here, you just wiggle it back and forth while you're reloading. That's how you angle. And then the only weakness on this tank is the cupola, because the cupola, you can penetrate it no matter where the turret is. If the turret's turned all the way around, you can penetrate it no matter where, if you aim at the cupola right. So that's the hardest part. So sometimes what you can do is back up and drive forward while you're angled like this, and that's how you bounce. Okay, here we go. We're getting into some gameplay. So we're on Himmelsdorf. I'm in my E75, and I'm top tier, which you're only one tier above in this game, but still top tier. So I'm gonna go right. Sometimes you can go either way on this map, and it usually works pretty good. Left side, there's a lot of areas you can go hold down or side scrape, so that's pretty good. But I see my team was going this way, and I thought, well, we can come over here, kill their mediums, and then go for their heavies later. So I'm coming over here with my team. We're driving along. My little brother, the Tiger 2. Tiger 2 is pretty good too. Not as good as the E75, but tier for tier, it's pretty good too. So now we spot the T-44 and we spot the Super Pershing. Now, I forgot that the Super Pershing has spaced armor in the front, so I should have loaded in APCR, but as you can see, I didn't, so I bounced. So, and then I bounced off him, he bounced off me, and then another hit me, and I bounced that one too. So now I know there's at least 3 of them over here. So our team destroyed that guy. So now I'm coming over for this guy. I was gonna put APCR in for his upper plate. Then he turned, so I switched back to AP. I got tracked by the other tank that's over there, trying to get along so I can get some damage in. And my team goes in and destroys this guy as well before I can even get a shot in. So I'm like, crap, I missed out on some damage. Is my fail. So now there's an IS-8 to my left. I'm like, okay, should I go over for him? I was like, okay, yeah, I'll come over for him. And then there's another T-44. That's the guy that kept tracking me. I was like, my team will roast him, so I'll just come over here and stop this guy. And then boom, IS-8. So I put one right into the front plate. Oh, bounced. RNG. Piece of crap. So now I also spot their E75, their IS-6, and their guy. So I'm like, okay, I can't get too confident, so I gotta kind of stay back. Put a shot in, 441. So that's the first damage of the game, and half the enemy's already dead. So I was like, this game's not going too well. I missed out on a ton of damage already, so probably not going to be very much this game. So now I got all these cupolas, so I'm like, okay, which one do I shoot? I'll take that one. Hit him, penetrate. I'm like, oh, okay, I got lucky. Usually you bounce off that turret because it's pretty troll. So now I'm reloading the gun. The reload rate is super slow. And now I look, there's only 3 enemies left, and I've only done 2 shots of damage. I'm like, this is going to be a crappy game. So the enemy team is raging. We haven't lost a tank yet. I'm like, alright, this looks like a win. So I can be a little bit more confident. Coming in. Okay, I'll shoot him in the side. Oh, troll tracks. The E75's armor is so troll. So now he's turning to fight my teammate. So I'm like, okay, this is a good advantage to shoot him in the side of the turret. So I shoot, start backing up, and I'm like, wait a second, why am I backing up? It's a perfect time to attack. So I use my adrenaline rush, and I start pushing out. He's focused on that guy, the Object 704. The Object 704 lights him on fire. I finish him off. Now the IS-8 comes in. The IS-8's really fast. I had that tank too, and that one's also pretty good. That one's probably the second best. So now I'm going to put another shot into his butt. I hit him. 524, so I got a nice high roll on him. So now there's only 2 enemies left, and I'm like, okay, this game's it's decent. We wrecked them, but I didn't do too much damage. Now I'm going to put a shot in the IS-6's butt, just as I did to the IS-8. Let him on fire, he dies. I think I lit him on fire. I don't know. Maybe it was one of my teammates. It looked like I did, though. So I'm trying to get a shot in this IS-8. Come on, I'm still reloading. The reload rate is just too slow, and he died before I reloaded. So I was like, okay, that game is pretty crappy. I mean, nothing even good happened. Just got a couple shots in. But then, once I came to the post-game stats, I was like, what in the hell? How did I do so much damage? I did 2,864, which that's a lot of damage for this tank. I'm like, how did I do so much damage? It felt like a crap game. So now we're on to the second game, and this is a good example of a team that doesn't help, a team that does not use teamwork. The other team had perfect teamwork. We destroyed the enemy team. We pretty much wiped them out. So now we're on this map, and on this map I love to go left because you can side scrape a lot of different positions back here. See, if the enemies are super confident, you can side scrape right there on that building straight ahead of me. But I was like, I'll push up to this front building. So there's an IS-3 defender. Turret's too slow to get a shot on him. So I'm going to side scrape right here. And let's see how this goes. IS-3 defender's there. I'm waiting for his frontal plate. There it is. I penetrate, and he hits me in the track. So since I'm a douchebag, I had to laugh at him. You failed. I penetrated you. You just tracked me. Did 0 damage. I'm starting to side scrape him. He comes out for another shot. I'm reloaded. He bounces his next shot. I penetrate my third. Now the M103 snuck around to my right side and shot me. And if I would have had help, some guy could have blocked that side. The T-54 comes out, misses his shot, and then backs up. I don't know what he was thinking. So I'm like, alright, I need to put another shot in him. So I put another shot in him. He's one shot. And the M103 comes out. I bounce another shot from the IS-3. So I'm bouncing shots. And I'm just trying to angle because all the enemies are right here. I'm just trying to stay alive as long as possible for my team to get here. So I need to put a shot in the M103, but I don't even know what happened to that shot. I think it was a critical hit. So I'm reloading. The reload rate is super slow, so I'm sitting here reloading while there's all these tanks bum rushing me. I got enemies on the left, enemies on the right. I put a shot in the E75. He puts a shot in me. Now I'm losing my health. I'm trying to watch out for the IS-3 defender because he's just waiting to get a shot on me. Now this guy comes out, he bounces. And then he takes a shot from my teammate, because I have my teammates behind me, but they're not like up here supporting me. So enemies keep coming out and shooting me. I'm getting low on health, and I'm like, what do I do? Should I push around this corner? Should I stay here? I don't want to get shot, so I'm reverse side scraping, trying to not get shot by the IS-3 defender, because I'm pretty sure he's just waiting there to get a shot. Seeing the M103 is coming around, so I'm like, okay, I'll put a shot in him, take a shot, I gotta get out of here. Go, go, go. And then I blow up. Thanks, team. The team was nowhere to be found. So the reason I put that replay in there, or that clip, is because it showed how good this tank can be. If you properly angle your armor, you can bounce tons of shots. Those are tier 9 heavy tanks shooting me, and I was bouncing most of their shots that hit me, and absorbing a ton with my tracks. And I dealt probably 2,600 damage in just a short period of time. It only took me probably 2-3 minutes to do all that damage. And you can hold out a small location like that. I was surrounded by enemies, and I was holding out just because I'm a dangerous tank. I have lots of armor, I can bounce shots, I have a huge gun. No one wanted to come around the corner and kill me.